Sci-Hub.
So the Bose QuietComfort series headphones have been around for the past 15 years now, and I remember trying them as a young teenager on a trip to the United States. Now, I was blown away with the quality of the noise cancelling, and I'm still blown away today with the new Bose QuietComfort 35 Mark IIs. So this time around, to keep them separated from stiff competition from Bowers & Wilkins with their PX Wireless and Sony with their WH-1000 MX2s, Bose have put the voice-controlled Google Assistant software into the new QuietComfort 35 Mark IIs. Now, without this, they are still essentially a pair of QuietComfort 35 headphones, and we all know that back in the day that these were the best noise-cancelling headphones on the market. So I think there's actually something quite charming about the new Bose QC35 Mark IIs. They're covered in a very soft touch matte black finish, and that does include both Bose logos on each ear cup. Now, I know they are primarily made from plastic, but I do think that they do feel quite sturdy, and they would survive a couple of bangs and bashes inside some kind of bag. Now, there is an included carry case that does come with these headphones, so if you are worried about things like scratches, then you can store them in there before placing them inside a bigger bag. So the main advantage of these headphones being made from plastic is the weight, and they are incredibly light, which does translate into the actual name of the headphones, which is comfort. Now, these are probably the most comfortable headphones I've worn ever. I mean, the soft touch padding themselves over your ears literally feels like you're not actually wearing headphones. They're very light on your ears, they're very light around the crown of your head as well. And if you are taking them on something like a long haul flight, then these would definitely get you through that period. Now, in terms of button design, is really quite minimalist. Now, on the right ear cup, you've got dedicated buttons for play and pause and skip track here, and you've also got power and Bluetooth on the actual ear cup, which is flicked left and right here like that. Now, on the left ear cup, you have one button which is dedicated to the Google Assistant, so you press that and then you can start asking questions like, what's the weather, or what's the time to your phone. So one of the main ways that these headphones stand out among cheaper variants is the fact that it uses an app when connected to your mobile phone. Now, the app is very, very basic, it's very well laid out, but it's only really there to adjust the sensitivity of the noise cancelling technology within the headphones. So if you're on a train, for example, with a constant sound of moving track, you can set it to high. You can also then have things like voices cut through that noise cancellation, so you can still hear people talking to you even though that main sort of track droney noise is taken out of it. So if, for example, the ticket conductor comes up and asks you for a ticket, you're able to still hear that person talking to you, so you're not looking as if you're ignoring that person. It's also really nice for when you're walking through town as well, when you've got cars driving past you or you're trying to cross a road. You can have the sound frequency of the car cut through the noise cancelling technology so you can hear oncoming traffic, so you don't get hit by a car, for example. So while it is connected to your phone, you have the advantage of using Google Assistant as well, which, as I said, is a single button press on the left ear cup. Now, once you have pressed that button, Google will tell you the time, and it will also tell you if there are any notifications waiting for you, like text messages or emails, for example. There's even chance for Google Assistant to read that text message to you, and if you then hold down a long press on the ear cup itself, you can then reply to that text message by speaking to the headphones. And it's really useful on things like navigating through your phone, for example, or even telling Spotify to play a certain song. And it's if your phone is stored away in like a handbag or a backpack, for example, you can still access some features of your mobile phone without having to get the phone physically out of the bag itself. Now, please do take note that if you are an iOS user or you're using some kind of Apple device, you will have to download the Google Assistant app for this pair of headphones to work with Google Assistant. It has no Siri support, which could be a bit of a deal breaker if you are an Apple fanboy, but for Google Android users, Google Assistant comes with your phone anyway, so you can just hook straight into it. Now, what's nice about the headphones is its 20-hour battery life on a wireless Bluetooth connection. Now, if you are one of these users that opt to use the 3.5mm jack, which is included with the headphones, you can get up to 40 hours battery life depending on volume levels on the headphones themselves. Now, that will get you easily through a couple of days worth of use, including commutes, listening to them while you're at work, and maybe some evening listening as well. The battery life is seriously impressive. There is some notification as well that will let you know how much battery life is left in the headphones. Whether it says there's 50% battery left, 20% battery left, it will let you know. Now, the music performance with the Bose QuietComfort 35 Mark IIs were a little short of stunning. Now, don't get me wrong, audio performance was absolutely amazing and it was very hard to fault, but the music to me did sound a little bit soft. Now, the mids and high frequencies, they did shine through and were very, very crisp. And the bass did feel punchy, but it didn't overpower any of the music, which was a great feature as well. But if we were to compare these to other similarly priced headphones on the market, I would have to go with something like the Bose Wilkins PX Wireless, because I just felt that there was a little bit more detail within the PX Wireless, and there were subtle sounds that you could hear through the PX Wireless that you couldn't hear through the Bose QuietComforts. It wasn't really a deal breaker with the QuietComforts. There are features on here that I really did like, such as extremely comfortable compared to something like the PX Wireless from Bose Wilkins, but just in terms of music quality, they weren't the best. I'm not saying these headphones are bad in any way, shape or form. They're not, and they're absolutely superb when it does come to sound quality. They are the most comfortable headphones ever, and I can't stress that enough. Now, the noise cancelling technology is also the best that we've heard on the 3 headphones that I've mentioned throughout this review. There's something about the noise cancelling technology here that isn't quite present in the other 2 brands from Sony or Bose Wilkins. I mean, the noise cancelling technology will literally shut off the noise around you. Cars, aeroplanes if you're on an aeroplane, commuting on a train to work, people even having conversations with you in close proximity, or even if you are in like a loud office or town centre, for example, these headphones will literally shut off all of that background noise just to leave you with your music, which I did absolutely love. Now, having the Google Assistant on there as well is a nice touch, but I'm not sure if it's needed. I'm not sure how often someone would activate the Google Assistant on the headphones and would rather opt to bring their phone out and physically look at their phone rather than trying to navigate a menu by giving the headphones instructions. I'm not sure it's needed, but it is a nice touch if you are someone that is going to use that feature. Now, the Bose QuietComfort 35 Mark II headphones are a superb buy, and I would definitely recommend them if you're looking for a decent noise cancelling technology headphones. But if you are into your music, then there are better options out there from Bose Wilkins with the PX Wireless and the Sonys with their WH-1000s MX2s. Now, thank you very much for checking out this review of the Bose QuietComfort 35 Mark II headphones. If you enjoyed the review, then do click that like button. Please do subscribe to keep up with all of our latest technology and gaming videos, and also let us know in the comments below which headphones out of the big 3 that you prefer: the Bose QC35 Mark IIs, the Bose Wilkins PX Wireless, or the Sony WH-1000 MX2s. Thank you very much for watching, and we will see you in the next review.